What's happening, guys? So we are back here on this '05 Magnum 3.5 liter V6. I got everything put back together on it and went to start it up, and every one of my cameras completely died on me, so I didn't get to show you guys the initial startup. But I had a problem, and the problem was I turned the key on, went to start the car, and it just spun over and spun over and spun over without ever starting. So I'm over here kind of pulling my hair out because I got everything lined up. I got the timing marks lined up. I got everything the way the book says, but it still wouldn't start. So I got to thinking, this car has been, in previous times that I've driven it and that I've not driven it in a week or two, I've noticed it's been real sluggish to start. So I got to thinking, maybe, just maybe, it was the battery. And wouldn't you know it, that's exactly what it is. So today, I'm going to show you how to change a battery out in an '05 Dodge Magnum. Because just like you saw in the thumbnail, where the heck is this battery at? Stick around and we'll dive right into it right after this. So a lot of you may be wondering, well, Mark, where the heck is the battery? Because I see a positive terminal right there. Well, that positive terminal is only for whenever you're jumping this car off. So where else could it be? Because it's not under here. That's the engine you guys saw. Everything's put back together. Breather box is over there with the air filter. Oh yeah, by the way, there's the new coolant overflow container. So let's go see where this thing's at, because it threw me for a loop the first time I had to try and find it. Oh, there it is. Down here with the spare tire. So I found a battery at a local parts store. I'm going to go change it out, and I'll bring you guys back once I get ready to install it and show you how to install it. It's the same as my other video that I had about installing a battery in Peacock's truck, except it's back here in the back. And the vent tube on this thing vents to the outside, so you don't want any of the vapors coming up into the inside of the car, because after all, this is the inside of the car we're talking about here, and we don't want anybody to get sick from the vapors. So I'm gonna go buy another battery. Whenever I come back, I'll show you guys how it gets installed, and then we'll show you again the first fire up since we've installed the new battery. Okay, 10mm, I'll take it off. So I've got a theory, guys. I think that I can put a battery charger on a 2-amp trickle charge on those positive posts up there up front where I showed you before, and maybe that way I won't lose any of my radio stations or any of my presets, and it'll keep a little bit of a voltage going to the computer so that it doesn't have to relearn itself. So I'm gonna add a battery charger up there to the front, and then we'll take these off. Alright guys, I got the battery charger hooked up, and we're going to start taking these off. So I've got voltage on this positive side. I need to make sure that I protect it at all costs. I don't want it touching against ground anywhere in here, or even touching against this ground. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the positive terminal first, and wrap it up in this cloth right here and put it to the side so it doesn't get in my way. And you can see, guys, this thing here is like massively corroded. So I will be doing something about that before I put it back in. There's also a 10mm bolt, hold down bolt, right here to the side. Pretty good sized bolt there, huh? Alright guys, there's the vent that I was telling you about that's going to have to be hooked back up. So we have to make sure that we get a battery that has a vent built into it. So, alright, so we're back and I've got the battery. Now it's just a matter of putting it back in. Again, we have to hook up the vent right here to make sure that it is vented. I ended up buying some terminal protectors while I was out. Don't forget your hold down. I tell you, I'm gonna put me a little bit of grease on this bolt here, just because it was so rusted. I just squeezed a little bit of grease on this thing. Alright, so just like before, I'm gonna do the reverse of what I did to pull it out, and I'm gonna go ahead and put my washers down. Now I'm gonna put my washers down. And before I put the terminals on the post, I'm going to get me some dielectric grease. It just helps to keep it from getting corroded. I'm putting it around the post and on top of the post, and I'm also going to put it inside the actual ring of the terminal itself. You don't need a lot, guys, but you do need something. I'm just going to make sure that it seats down properly, and then we're going to tighten these bolts back up just snug. Doesn't have to be really hard. And then if you remember, on the positive side, it was really nasty and caked on with some corrosion. I want to make sure you get that corrosion out as much as you can. I may even have to take a knife or something to kind of scrape it just to get it clean. But you want to make sure that you get all the corrosion off. A little bit of water and baking soda will take care of that as well. Put some dielectric around this here as well. Sorry for the more noise in the background. Now we're going to hook the battery back up. Again, we've already installed our vent. Once we're satisfied that it's pushed down far enough, we're just going to tighten the battery back up. And now that that's completely done, let's go see if this car will crank up now. What do you say? Alright guys, fingers crossed. Let's see if this thing fires up on the first go at it. Alright guys, I'd say that was a success. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe for more great content like we've been trying to put out. I've been trying to make sure that I get content put out. Tuesday nights at 6, I believe it was 6 p.m. is our new time for getting new content uploaded to YouTube, and it'll be premiering then. So make sure you pay attention and watch out for the remainder of the timing belt video. And this video here is already on here because you're watching it now. I can't thank you enough for the support that I've received so far about all that we're trying to do here. And leave me an idea. We're struggling to figure out ideas of what you guys want to see and what you guys want to hear about. So leave me a comment down below. If you know who I am, you've got my number, shoot me a message. Let me know what you want to see next. If not, just leave it in the comments down below. Thumbs up, thumbs down, doesn't matter. It all counts whenever you're watching this video because it lets YouTube know that I'm creating content, and it lets me know how well I'm doing at creating that content. So I love you guys. See you around next time. Thanks for watching.